Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be replacing some blend door actuators in this 2015 Ford Fusion. So it's having the issue where one side's blowing cold, one side's blowing hot, no matter how you switch it. So, 99% of the time, it's these blend door actuators. They're both the same on the driver and passenger. One side is acting okay, but it's still a little weird. So this is the part number. One for each side. And this should be the alignment tool for here and there. But anyways, we're going to do this passenger side first. So let me show you what I've done so far. Pop this side panel off. You have these clips. Pop this off here. You have these clips, no bolts. Pop this down. 7 here. And then put these in a safe spot. And then you have a couple on the bottom. So let's see. One here. Let me turn on the flash. So there's one right there. As you can see. That one fell right in there. So, let's see though. I think there might be another bolt or two. Actually not, nope. Okay, so as you can see, that's out of the way, and then we need to pop that out. And then let's go ahead and put this in a safe place. Oh. Make sure to take everything out. Okay. Now we can see back here, and then let's see. So that motor. So that's what that looks like there. Now let's just go ahead and run a test so I can show you guys the basis of how this works. I'm not trying to waste time or hold you any longer, but it's good to have an understanding of how things work. Okay, everything's on low. Let's go to climate. All right, now we're gonna be going up. Let me turn down the fan so that way we can hear. Okay, let's see if it moves any. Not sure if we'll be able to see it. There we go. Okay. So this one appears to be working, but good God, there's some scary stuff in there. So we are replacing everything just in case. We know the driver's side is messed up. So let's go ahead and what we need to do is we need to get these Torx bolts out. Actually, is that a Torx? I can't tell. These are, okay, let me find the size. It's actually no, that's a Phillips. Okay, let me get a Phillips and we'll pop this sucker out. What you'll need to do for the connector is just pop it like that. And then I'm gonna turn the key off. You push this in. And then you can pull the connector out. It is a little hard, but let me just do it real quick so I can show you guys. Okay, so if you push right here, it'll come out. Boom, boom. All right, now that's loose. All this gross hair. Wow, that's gross. Look at that. Okay, so it is a number 2 Phillips, and I have this little ratchet here. So I'm gonna start on this one. Like that.
Hey, my man, you repair cars?
Yes, sir.
How much would you charge for a power, get that power steering pump in that car there? For Nissan?
Look at that, I was working, and someone saw me working, and I got another job. Mobile mechanics, gotta love them. Alright, so I'm getting this bolt out here. So I'm just gonna get this out, or get it loose. I should be able to get it the rest of the way. My hand, nope. Okay. Alright, that's out. Now you have, what I'll do is I'll like line this up so you know you have one here, which you can see up there, and then one here. Yeah, so you're really gonna have, you know, the right tool for this, which is gonna be a small ratcheting wrench or something, because you're not gonna really get in there with the screwdriver. So actually I was wrong. There was only a bolt here, only a bolt here, and only a bolt here. There was not a bolt there. That just looks like a, you see how it's kind of bigger, I guess. So that's just another stud. So, but now what we need to do is transfer everything over. Everything looks the same, so hopefully it is. So as you can see, I'm gonna try to do everything how it was. I believe, yeah, this only goes on one way. There's a couple arrows, and then there's a locking pin, as you can see, and then this smooth groove. So, okay, this one does not have the smooth groove. It looks a little different as far as the markings, but yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Okay. Well, that's on. And then now what we need to do is we need to figure out the alignment. So let me take a look at that and then we'll regroup. So what you want to do is you want to get this here set back on that pin right there. And then basically it should sit just how you want it to. It is kind of hard to film and do it, so let me get it on there and I'll show you. Okay, so there it is while it's sitting in, and I have the two bolts loosely in place. So let's go ahead, get those tight, plug it in, and then test it. So we have it in, and as you can see, we're gonna test it now. We're gonna go down. That's on high, it's blowing warm. Now we wanna make sure it moves. Like so. Very nice. And it's all the way down. Awesome. Alright, it's working how it's supposed to. Now let's move to the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out and remove this just for maximum room. It's not that hard to remove. As you can see, you have a 7 there, and then this also pops down, and you have actually, that's a hex and that's a 7. So we have two different kinds of bolts here. So I'm just gonna remove this because I I want as much room and vision as possible. So that probably looks like a T20. All right, so on this one, I just went ahead and removed the seat, and look at all the surprises you always find. Anyways, that's just gonna give me room to lay down if I have to, because I'm pretty sure that motor is way up in there. So anyways, let's locate this motor. Let me find it, and then I'll show you where it's at. Okay, so chair is removed. I have a ton more space to work. I don't have to lean up against that chair. I used a T50 for all 4 bolts. I went ahead and removed this underpiece here. A lot of people say you don't have to, but trust me, you're gonna love that extra vision, that extra room. So I believe that is the main one there. I could be mistaken. It could be the one we're doing, but I don't think it is. But because when I tested it, and that one goes for like the defrost, the you know, the front vents and then the floor vents. I removed this, and that actually gave me more vision. Because like I said, you guys, you don't want to work cramped. You want to work comfortably. And if it just takes 2 extra minutes, then why not? So, let's see if we can locate it. I think it's right there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and remove this gas pedal, which is just a couple bolts, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, and then we're basically right there. And then we'll be able to get in there comfortably, and we'll be able to remove this motor right here. All right, let me get this off, and then I'll verify the exact bolts. Let me show you what else I removed that really helped reveal this motor. As you can see, now we can actually see it. Look at that, it's right there. Now this vent was here. There was a bolt through there, and then a push pin right there. The push pin was there, the bolt was there. As you can see, I've got it. That's how it was. So I'm gonna put that bolt right in there, so that way we don't misplace it. But yeah, now we can see the motor. Now we can actually like not have to work on our back. The bolts, okay, there's one right there, and then the other one is gonna be right up on, let's see if I can move this for you, right up on the top side, which is right there. So let's go ahead and get those suckers out, and we'll get this motor replaced. Hopefully this is an easier and more detailed video than the others. But yeah, let's get to it. I also removed the accelerator pedal. This will be the last part of removal, and this is really going to give us that good bit of access for that top bolt. And I used a T25, and then once you get the T25 out, you pry it up on the bottom with the screwdriver, boom, and she comes right out. Just gonna set that right there, and then let me show you. Now I can get up in there with my little ratchet and get this sucker out. All right, so I got this pain in the ass out. Basically, what I did was I pushed the brake pedal, and then I took a long screwdriver, and it gave me enough room right here to get that screw. It's a pain in the ass, but if you push that and use a long screwdriver and go right on the shaft of this brake, you can get it. And then look, so this thing basically stops at 70. It's not moving. It's not moving. As you can see, I just switched it from 70 to low. Now watch. It'll move, but just barely. See? Not much. So, yeah, that one was operational, but still just not working well at all. So let's get the new one in, get everything greased up, and get all this crap back together. All right, so the hardest part about this job is that top screw. So this is how I ended up getting it out and in. Let me show you. Depress the brake pedal, and then I get up in here, get a long screwdriver. It is kind of a weird angle, but it works, because any other way, honestly, is like a backbreaker. All right, she's nice and tight. All right, guys, now let's get everything back together and test it. I ran out of recording space after this, so this will be the end of the video. If this helped you guys out, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more how-to videos.